It's all right. We don't need the light.
Hey, everybody.
Hello. We don't need the light. We're pretty bright.
I got it. I got the light.
Brighten us up with a light. Oh, now my forehead's going to shine.
You really can see a difference, though, when you use it. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
So I threw out a reminder that we were coming on at 9, and I asked if anybody had any questions or anything that you wanted us to discuss. So feel free to drop them in the comments now that we are live, and we will try to answer any questions you guys have.
And I will try to find our...
And Craig's gonna try to share it without me helping him. Or do you want me to help you again?
Well, first, the last time you helped me, it didn't work.
I thought it did. Come here, baby. Hey, Mr. Wetzel and Benita. That's a cool name. I wonder where she got that name. Like where her parents...
From her parents?
No. Like where her parents got it from.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I might have to share that later because I don't see it coming up. So...
I think you have to search for our page.
But then it wants me to go on to... Let me go down here further. Maybe it's on there. Nope. It's here.
Joe wants us to talk about how horrible Hallmark movies are.
This is the thing about Hallmark movies. Okay.
Benita wants to know our favorite Hallmark movie.
Do they actually have names?
Yes.
I thought we watched the ones on Lifetime.
No, they have names.
Yeah.
Craig does not even know that they had names, Benita.
They're all the same.
They're not all the same.
Okay. If you say so.
Joe thinks they're all the same, but they're not. I've seen some that are pretty cool. So. Did I hear you say that the football team, the JV
game has a game tomorrow.
That's awesome. I am so happy for them.
And Wyalusing, yes.
That is amazing. I was hoping they would get some more games in for JV. So
yes, me too.
That is really, really amazing. I love that.
Yes, they do. Hallmark movies. Do we know the names of any Hallmark movies? Christmas for $1 isn't a Hallmark movie, right?
I don't think so, no.
Christmas for $1 is not a Hallmark movie.
I don't think so.
There's got to be one about...
We don't get Hallmark movies anymore because we don't have actual cable.
Christmas at the Cabin, or I'm just trying to think of names to throw out there that might not be Christmas movies, but might be. When I think of Hallmark, they're kind of like that, right? Christmas at the Cabin.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, they are.
A White Christmas Getaway. Cadillac Christmas.
So Joe wants you to talk about how horrible...
They're not horrible, you just know what's going to happen. Somebody's going to go back home, okay?
Joe pretty much hates Hallmark movies.
Somebody's going to go back home.
Yes.
And then what's going to happen is they're going to fall in love with an old flame.
Yes.
And they're going to hate each other at first, then they're going to get back together and love each other, and it's going to be excellent. That's the Hallmark movies.
Benita says that sounds right. Like your title, Christmas at the Cabin, sounds
Christmas at the Cabin,
right.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
So every once in a while they throw in kind of a twist that's kind of fun and cool and interesting.
Are ours usually Lifetime, though? Do we get Hallmark Channel?
We don't get it now, no.
Okay, so it's Lifetime Channel.
Yes.
They have movies on the Lifetime, too, that are similar to the...
They're basically the same thing as the...
Yeah, they're very similar, yes. Yes.
Okay, Benita
I don't mind watching them.
Joe needs a hug. Benita says that Joe needs a hug. That's probably why he hates Hallmark movies, which is kind of a funny thing.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know. I just think of different movies when I think of, when I think of Christmas movies, I think of like Home Alone and stuff that make me laugh. Christmas with the Cranks, things like that.
I like Elf.
Elf's pretty good.
It's
a funny one.
Elf.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
We're
I'm
a long
a
ways
big
away
fan
from
of Elf.
Christmas, but Weekend was okay.
So what is your favorite Christmas movie?
My favorite of all time is probably the first Home Alone when I watched it in the theater. It was absolutely hilarious. I laughed so hard about peed my pants.
Well, we
Yes.
weren't expecting it to be that.
One of the
funny.
funniest things, I probably shouldn't say this.
What?
One of the funniest things is we were going in the movie theater and we went and watched it with Mum. And she accidentally sat down on somebody's lap that was sitting in a chair. She didn't know somebody was when she was sitting down beside us there. So that was kind of funny. But yes, we went and watched that with Mum Coles. And it was good. It was hilarious. And I laughed hard.
Yes, it was
Yes,
good.
I like
Okay.
that.
I
And I always
am
like
sharing this.
National Lampoon's Vacation or Christmas Vacation. That's always a funny one too. Yes.
Okay, so Stacy said, "Good evening. How was your weekend?"
The weekend was good. I was a little nervous. We had the football game Friday night, and I wasn't sure how that was going to go because we didn't find out till late in the week that we were going to play. I expected a close game, and we played really well. So that was exciting. Got another game this Saturday at 1. So yeah, it was a good weekend. Church was nice. What else did we do? I was a little lazy at times. I got a good nap in yesterday.
Yesterday morning, we went and did our Walmart pickup again.
Did a Walmart pickup.
Which is-
Stopped at Dunkin' Donuts as
Yep.
usual.
So
what else did we have to do? There was something else. No, maybe that was it.
we went and got groceries yesterday, and then
That might have been it yesterday. Oh, I had to go down to school and write up some plays for this week. So I went down and watched through some game tape. Looked at some game tape from the last couple years that we've played Muncie, and tried to find some trick plays that they've done the past couple years, and wrote them up. And yeah,
and Canton is in the district
finals
game,
at
which is
Canton.
next
I'm
Saturday.
not sure what's
at
going to
1
happen
o'clock.
with tickets yet, because I'm not sure if they're going to say that each team gets so many tickets or what they're going to do. But that isn't going to be a free ticket. It's going to be like
Right.
$6 or something for districts.
Well, I was kind of surprised that school districts haven't been charging us to get in, because normally you would charge to get in, and they're losing a lot of money because they can only let
right.
200
So many-
in or 500 in
Right,
or whatever
right.
the number. The number currently is 500, I believe.
Yeah.
So I was surprised the whole season that they weren't charging us to get in, but they haven't been.
Yeah.
So
It's
now
been a different
districts is
season.
different. They're charging us $6, and do you know if we can live stream it?
That I
sure
don't
about.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know
We'll
if we can
look into
live
that and
stream
let you
it
guys
or
know.
not. Since they can't let everybody in, maybe they'll allow that. My guess is through PIAA, and they'll try to get some money out of it and charge us to live stream. It's going to be my guess.
I believe the last district game we had to get an extra sponsor to pay for the live stream. That's what I remember, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So how was our weekend? Stacy also says she loves Hallmark and Lifetime movies, especially their Christmas movies. Tiffany said her favorite Christmas movie is A Christmas Story. Now you grew up watching the I'll Shoot Your Eye Out movie.
Oh yeah.
That's what she's talking about. And she said that your brother ends up leaving it on their TV all 24 hours.
My brother bought the lamp.
Yes.
The leg
Well,
lamp.
he didn't buy it. His wife bought it for him for Christmas one year, I
Okay.
think.
But they usually display that every Christmas.
In
is
their
the leg
window.
lamp,
It's kind of
yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
And Stacy says, I love my Sunday afternoon nap or Sunday nap. Becky said you can live stream, but you have to pay for the live stream. PIAA.
So does the school have to pay for it to live stream it, or you have to pay
Individually
to watch
pay
it?
for it.
Oh, gotcha.
I think that's the way I'm reading it, that you have to individually pay for it, but I don't know that for sure.
So are they coming to live stream it then, or do we have to do it?
I don't know the answer to
Yeah,
that.
I don't know either. I'm just gonna worry about coaching. I'll let somebody else worry about the live stream.
Okay,
that's what
so
I'll do.
Benita also wants us to predict when we're gonna get the first snowfall.
Okay,
And I'm gonna
this year.
say significant snowfall, like at least an inch or more.
An inch or more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
When do you think that's gonna happen?
I think
That was a
this
question
year
that she
it is
posted.
going to happen on December. December 18th. I'm going to say December 18th.
I'm gonna say December 10th.
Okay.
There we go. There's our
We'll see
predictions.
who is closer. I'm going to
for
say
when
December
the first,
18th.
at least a minimum of 1 inch snowfall is going to fall. All right, we got some comments
From what
here.
I've heard is the winter is going to be
Milder
this year. Smaller amounts of snow and not as frequent is what I'm hearing. So
I'll tell you what, up here in Pennsylvania, I know many of you from different places, but we had, 2 or 3 beautiful, gorgeous days this week.
oh my gosh, yes.
And then
Thursday,
last
Friday,
night, it got
chilly.
super cold, and today it was super cold, and I am not ready, and I'm
It's not
already
super,
cold.
Okay, it's not super cold. It seems super cold because we had 2 nice days in a row. It was cold. I'm not going to say it wasn't cold, but it wasn't super cold. When I think of super cold, I'm thinking below freezing. It wasn't below freezing today.
I was cold all day.
I know, but that's
I was
because it was
cold all
hot
day.
the previous 2 or 3 days.
So I am not wanting to be cold all day already. That's what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
I don't like it. Not a fan. I like summer, warm, sunshine, I like all that stuff. Okay. Tiffany says, Becky Bellows, I wonder if volleyball will be the same for districts paying for live stream. Shane Wilbur, the expert of all things. That's what we're going to start calling Shane Wilbur, the expert of all
Of
things.
all things, that's pushing it.
No, the school pays for the live stream just like Wiggle pays to broadcast.
Okay.
Becky said the school will pay for it. PIAA owns the rights to the game. Stacy says we're expecting 3 inches of ice around 5 a.m. tomorrow.
Oh,
Stacy, my heart hurts for you.
Ice.
That sounds. Ice is worse than snow.
It is. Ice is worse than.
Ice is worse than snow.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for you right now.
Oh my goodness.
I am so not ready for that. And the thing is, we've had snow before this time of year, and I'm just not mentally prepared for snow this year. I want it to stay warm and nice so I can go outside.
I remember one year
and be in sunshine.
when Brock Kitchen was a senior, we had a huge snowstorm before the district finals. We were playing Southern Columbia, and we were very excited about it because we were a bad weather team, and we thought we stood a chance in 6 to 8 inches of snow against Southern. And they canceled the game, and we got there the next day expecting this, and their fans had went down and shoveled off the field. So we didn't get to play in the snow.
Interesting.
I think we would have stood a chance in the snow. We were a bad weather team.
You were a bad weather team.
We could play well in bad weather.
Interesting.
Because the week before we played in a very muddy game against a very good Muncie team and beat them.
That's an interesting concept that you're good at bad weather.
Yes.
So the real Katie Parks, remember we talked about this before.
The real Katie Parks. Okay.
That's what she called herself.
Go
I'm
ahead.
the real one.
Okay.
Maybe she said I'm the original Katie. Maybe
I don't know.
that's what she said. Said that it snowed in Wisconsin today. She lives
It's
in
not
Wisconsin.
snowing in Pennsylvania. We forbid
Oh, Katie.
it. We forbid it.
We don't want snow here. Betty Thorne says hello, hello. Bettina's gonna guess November 28th for our first significant 1 inch of snow. I should write this down and see who's right.
November 28th. Bonita.
Yep, Bonita's saying November 28th. Tanya said
10th of
the 10th of December,
and I
and
said
Craig said the 18th.
of
If anybody
December.
else wants to chime in, I'll write them down, and then we will talk about it when they come around. Who wants to guess when we're getting at least 1 inch of significant snow in Pennsylvania? Greg Bellows will be our
Or what?
our person that measures. If we're at like 3/4 of an
Oh.
inch, it doesn't count.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Daniel says, nice win on Friday to beat Muncie. Yes, Craig was...
Well, no.
No,
Friday
we
was
played Wellsboro.
Wellsboro. And
Yes.
it was a good game for us.
Yes.
It really was.
So Craig was nervous because Wellsboro's usually a passing team, and we haven't faced a passing team yet. So that's
Right,
part
we
of what
haven't.
made you nervous, correct?
I felt that our defense was built more for stopping the run.
Right, but
but
it hadn't been tested
It
for...
hadn't been tested with the pass.
With the
and
pass,
we
so he was
actually did very well against the pass. So I
did
was
very
pleased. We've got a good defense right now. We've
Yeah,
got
my nephew Weston had a nice touchdown.
hit 2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns. Well,
and he had an interception.
yes.
Yeah.
I knew you would know all the stats.
And
but
Cameron was open on one, and it just went off his fingertips.
I hate that one. It's like,
Yeah, just right there. Yeah.
Yeah. You can just see the kids going almost like slow motion trying to get to it. Okay, so Stacy was told that they're predicting a very hard winter.
That's not what I heard.
So Craig is going by the caterpillar thing.
Well, the caterpillar, and there was something else.
What do they call it? A woolly
The woolly bear had
caterpillar.
Yeah, had a little.
That's where he's getting his prediction.
Well, that's one of it, but then I heard somebody else talking about it that was some weather. I don't know if it was Farmer's Almanac or what, but they were saying mild.
Okay.
This coming Saturday, I think Dan's talking about.
So generally about 4 days after we get bad weather in the Northeast, gets some of it. So I'd say you're going to get snow later this week.
No.
Oh!
Not happening. Not happening.
That would be
Not
like
gonna
Halloween
happen.
again. And that has happened before, Stacy, in Pennsylvania. We have gotten snow on Halloween before, but we're gonna...
I was driving back one time
I'll
from
be praying
watching.
we do not.
It was a beautiful day. I watched Boo Perry play against Lyle down at Wilkes College, and I was coming back over Wyalusing, and there was snow, and that was Halloween. That was on the 31st.
I also remember snow on Easter, which is, again, typically
Yes.
in April, but sometimes it can be in March.
I remember one year we had snow when the leaves were still on the tree, and branches were breaking everywhere because of the weight of the snow.
Ugh.
Collecting on the leaves.
As you
of the
can
trees.
tell, I'm not a huge, like, if I had my way, we would be living south.
In Kentucky. That's where we would be. Nice, warm
Tennessee,
Kentucky.
Nashville, Tennessee. Nashville, Tennessee sounds perfect right now. I will say it will snow on Thanksgiving Day. Daniel, you're going to make this tough. I got to look at the calendar and see when Thanksgiving is.
Just put Thanksgiving. That's all you have to say.
November.
Just say Thanksgiving.
All right, I'll just say Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving. There we go. Okay, so he thinks it's going to be Thanksgiving. I would be okay with Thanksgiving.
Or the last Thursday.
I love seeing your face without a mask. Thanks, Betty. It is nice not to have a mask on in our own home. Mm-hmm. I do see people driving with masks on every once in a while, which, okay, so I have driven with a mask on before, but here's why. When I was early on, I was at the post office and I had my mask on and I had to go to the Dollar General, so I'm like, I'll just leave it on while I'm driving there. I don't care. Now, if I have it on, it's like I just forgot that I had it on. So, why are you laughing? Did you do it?
No, just people were driving with their mask.
I
did see a meme one time where they were talking about.
I've seen it.
That showed somebody driving with a mask, and there's like, no need to tell us who you're voting for. We already know.
Well, I will say I saw I think the bus drivers have to wear them while they're driving the buses.
They probably do. That's a different story.
I think it's a safety hazard to wear a mask while you're driving.
I don't know about that.
No? Okay.
I won't go that far.
Okay. Our woolly bear is black down there. So
really?
woolly
See,
bears
ours
are
aren't up
all
here.
black.
Ours
Interesting. Ours have the
Ours have some on the tips. Some
black
black
is
on
in
the
the
tips.
middle or on the tips?
On the tips.
Okay. Betty says the more black on a woolly bear, the harder the winter.
Yeah, there wasn't a
is
lot
an
on the
old
ones
wives'
that
tale.
I saw.
Yes.
Oh, it's an old wives' tale. Well, I like the old wives' tale. Okay.
So Tiffany says we don't have to, but I don't know what you're referring to because I'm just catching up with
Wear
the comments.
masks when they're driving.
We don't have to wear masks when we're driving.
Driving.
Oh, the bus drivers.
Rubbers, yeah.
She's a bus driver.
Yeah.
They don't have to. Awesome. Well, where I saw the person driving a bus with it on was down in Towanda, so maybe their rules are different. I don't know. Okay. The PIAA football championships games will be played in the snow. So he's predicting that we'll have snow in November. That's what his prediction. But most do when kids are on. Most bus drivers do wear their masks when the kids are on the bus. Yes.
Gotcha.
Okay, we are caught up with the comments.
Okay.
I will take any more predictions for anybody that wants to predict when we will get the first inch of snow. in Pennsylvania.
Didn't they used to do this to win a blow a
Oh
snow
yeah,
blower
yeah. We should tell Shane that he
WNAP?
should run this contest through Wiggle
That's
and
right.
do
Wiggle
like
should have a.
entry to they always do a Christmas tree where you win money.
Man, we should win a snowblower from Wiggle 100.
There you go. Yeah.
That'd be a classic.
Yeah. I told Shane he should have us on his show someday.
Shane on the show?
On his Wiggle show?
Maybe we should have Shane on our show.
We could do that.
We could have Shane on our show.
We would never get a
Boy,
word in edgewise.
The dog would be barking the entire time. Intruder, intruder, intruder.
Yeah. Shane, we should have you come up and be on our show. We could even like social distance with you and like share screen and get him on here. Okay. Sean has a question. If a bus driver has an accident because the mask fogged up their glasses, whose fault would it be?
Well, anytime there's an accident, it's going to be the bus driver's fault.
I know, but if they're wearing their mask because they are required to.
Well, they'd have to.
Shane will be our voice of reason.
Yeah, okay.
Shane,
This is the problem.
Shane could be our...
No, this is the problem. Shane is intimidated by my wife, so I would lose every battle because he would give in to my wife every time.
He's not intimidated.
He is intimidated
by me.
Yes, he is.
Shane,
he is intimidated
are you
by
intimidated by
Yes.
little old me?
Yes, he is intimidated by my wife, so I
I
would
did
lose
give
every
you-
conversation. if
Shane,
he was
I
here.
did give you a tomato soup recipe, and I'm wondering if you tried it yet
He did
or
not try it yet.
I
I'm
still,
telling you, he didn't try it yet.
I still need to get you some chicken pot pies from the store.
No, I don't need a chicken
Did
pie.
Coach Rout watch his Patriots debacle today?
No. You want to know? You want to know the story? This is the story. I sat in my chair relaxing after I got back from the football meeting. I sat in my chair and I relaxed. I'm just going to sit here. I'm not going to turn the TV. I'm not going to do anything. I did that for, I don't know, probably 2.5 hours. As soon as I sit down and I turn on the Patriots, Tanya, Carter's home. We're going to watch Big Brother. So I didn't get to see the debacle. I didn't get to see it. I watched a couple plays and Tanya's like, nope, watch
I knew this.
Big Brother.
I knew this was.
Yeah.
I knew this was.
I said,
come up.
seriously? I just turned the TV on. She's like, well, we want to watch Big Brother. And he just, I had just turned it on.
And
it wasn't on for even a minute.
And he had just pulled in the driveway.
So no, I did not see the debacle of the Patriots. No. Were they, well, I guess the crowd wasn't there to start chanting. Well, who did they play today? They played the 49ers. Garoppolo should be New England's quarterback right now. Of course they got thumped. They're going against the guy they should have kept. Yes.
I knew this was going to come up next. Do you only have one TV?
Yes. We have one. Well, we have one in the basement in Carter's room downstairs.
But Craig won't go down and watch that one, and I didn't.
Why do I have you
I
and
didn't
Carter
think
want to
about-
watch Big Brother? You two could have went down
But
there.
you like to watch Big Brother too. Like, you like to keep up on who's still in it and stuff.
What's usually happening when you guys are watching Big Brother?
I have no idea what's usually
I'm
happening.
going through Facebook or YouTube
Oh,
or
okay.
something.
Okay.
Sometimes I even have headphones on. Yes.
You keep up with it though, don't you? Or you don't at all?
Once in a while, I'll watch a little bit of it.
I thought you watched it with us.
It's probably more interesting than The Bachelorette that we watch. Ugh.
So what happened on Big Brother tonight? Well, actually, we were catching up on two or three.
They were reminiscing about some things that happened at the house.
We were actually catching up on the Friday night episode.
They're at the final 3.
So they're at the final 3 now.
And
There's a episode on Monday and Wednesday, and then it's over for the season.
Yep.
So we actually had 2 episodes to catch up on when Carter got home, because we just have it taped, and then we watch it back later when we have time. But I don't know, like, I have teenage boys. It's hard to connect with teenage boys when you're a woman and you're not super into sports. So when Connor and Trevor were home, living here, teenagers, we watched Survivor together. And then Carter and I watch Big Brother together, and it gives us talking points, and we talk about who we think are gonna win and stuff. So it's my way to connect with the boys. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. So I didn't watch much football anyway, but the only time I decide to watch football, I can't watch it anyway. So.
Yes, we do not have a TV in our bedroom.
No, we do not.
We have a TV in our living room, and we do not have a TV in our kitchen.
No.
We have a TV in our living room, and Carter has one in his bedroom that he...
In the basement.
His bedroom's kind of like a dorm room, basically, is what I call it. It's
There's
a dorm
two
room.
beds down there, a couch down there,
There's
a
a
television
couch.
down there.
Yeah. The only thing we haven't... There's a extra bathroom down there.
It's not a full bathroom.
No.
It's a toilet and a sink. So.
Yeah. But the only thing he doesn't have is like a small fridge and a microwave, but we could probably easily put them down there. But it's basically
He's
like
got a lot of dirty
dorm
dishes
room.
down there at times too.
Dishes, laundry, yeah. It's smelly because he's a teenage boy.
Not as bad as
For not watching, Craig knows his big brother.
Why? What did I say that I know my big brother?
Well,
I know
there's
that
three
there's
left in it, and that they were reminiscing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Well, this is why I had to stop with my scrolling stuff and pay attention, because Tanya would have been like 9:20 tonight if I wouldn't have cut her off on Big Brother and tell her, hey, draw on the line. We're supposed to be online.
I actually set a timer. Did you hear my timer go
I did
off?
not hear your timer go off, but I told you before your timer went off.
Yeah, you did.
So,
Yeah,
yes.
he did. He said something quick, and then the timer went off just as he was talking. So,
You know what's so funny here? Danny's not going to like this.
Danny.
Dan Putman.
Oh, what?
You scrolled up, and my eyes are a little blurry from like looking like it. And I looked up and I thought it said Donald J. Trump, but it said Daniel J. Putman. He's not going to like that. Sorry, Daniel. Sorry.
Oh, you thought Donald Trump was commenting on our video?
I was looking, I was like, is that Donald? Oh, it's Daniel J. Putnam, not Donald J. Trump. Okay. It was just a quick glimpse. Yeah.
Craig, the
The Don.
president
Yeah, I thought
was
the Don was-
commenting on our video.
Sure.
That's
Why
hilarious.
not? Sure. Why not?
Okay, Stacy said, who do you want to take the money? I would like to Nicole to win again. So Carter and I were on the Enzo train for a little while. We thought Enzo would be good. We're fine with Cody. I'm actually fine if any of the three of them win. I actually don't know if I want Nicole to win because she lied to
David.
Devon.
Okay.
Am I saying that correctly?
I don't know. I don't watch the show, so.
She lied about David, but I don't think she actually lied directly to David. I think she lied to Devon. So I'm not so happy with that gameplay that she played way back a couple weeks ago. So I'm not. If she had been truthful, I probably would want her to win. But since she lied, I'm not sure I want her to win. So, who do you want to win?
I really don't care. I honestly don't care out of those three.
I kind of want Enzo to win, but just because I think he's a cool guy. That's all. You know.
I don't care. I'm not really attached to any of them this year.
Yeah. He's not attached to any of them this year, but he doesn't watch it. Okay, so Daniel J. Putnam says, let's hope the World Series ends Tuesday so we can get the Masked Singer back.
Oh,
Yes,
I didn't even know the World Series is going on. That's how much I've been following pro sports lately.
So Daniel says, haha, you're funny, and
I
Victoria thought it was hilarious too.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think
that's
it's
what
funny.
it looked like. My eyes are just so blurry. I can.
Yeah, I
It's
think
the
that's...
light that's blinding me that you put up there every time.
Uh-huh,
Yeah, do you see the glare off my glasses? How bright it is. That light's just
yes.
and all the shining on my forehead. I need
Yes.
some of that orange stuff that Trump has to put on my face so that it'll.
Do you really think that that's makeup?
Yes, it's makeup. It's not the skin color.
Okay, so wait a minute. Melania Trump is like superstar, model, fashion icon. Do you really think she would let him put weird orange makeup on his face? Don't you think she'd be like,
Tanya.
hey babe, with her amazing accent,
Let's-
here's some really good makeup that you should be using on your face?
They don't got a lot to work with, honey. Okay, he's probably very pale, so they
Right,
put
but she
try to
could
put
help
some
with
color.
that. You don't understand how good.
Do you honestly think Melania puts on her own makeup? Seriously.
I do.
Sir, you do?
I do.
I think she's got somebody that helps her.
You think she sits there and somebody does her makeup every single day?
She is a supermodel. I would assume that somebody would help. Well, maybe not. I don't know.
I think she's learned to do her own.
Okay.
I think she's an independent, strong woman, and
I think she is too, but I don't know.
She can. I think she can do her own makeup. Now, does she?
I think all these
sometimes
people,
if she has a speaking engagement event, does she have somebody come in and do her makeup? Yeah, she probably does.
If they're going somewhere, I think they have somebody do it for her. I don't really think that
she probably does
it
because she has connections with stuff like that because of her history.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, so Sean has something here. So have you never tried to deceive someone while playing a board game? Why is it any different when someone lies on a reality TV show? Sean, no, I probably have not ever deceived somebody when playing a board game. You think I have?
I think you probably have, but go ahead.
I can't think of an instant that I did, but maybe. And I think with her lying, I felt like it turned personal a little bit. I felt like Devon was like really kind of like, tell me the truth, and Nicole lied again. So I don't know. It just didn't sit well with me, I guess. So, do some of them lie, and I think it's okay, yes, but I just felt like that specific instance, I was just kind of a little bit upset about it. Not really.
Well, it kind of threw somebody else under the bus a little bit. So maybe.
That's what I didn't like.
But I've done that before.
You have?
Well, this is a very embarrassing thing, but I'm going to say it, okay? There was one time when we had a wrestling camp, okay? And I had
no idea where this is going.
Dan will know what this is. I had a double arm bar on the guy, and the instructor was watching, and I was trying to impress, you know what I mean? So I set through with the double arm bar, and I'm squeezing, I'm pushing back, and I pushed so hard that I farted. So I immediately got up, and I looked at the guy that I just had in the arm bar, and I was like, "Oh, you're a hog!" And I walked away. And the coaches and everybody are walking away from the poor kid, and he didn't even do it. It was me. Yeah. So yes, I've thrown people on. I've lied before.
My husband lies.
Yes, I did.
There you go, guys.
Yes, I did that.
You heard it right from him.
I did it.
So Joseph says #defund Hallmark. I'm pretty sure that Craig is on your wagon with this, Joe. Are you on the wagon of you don't really care for Hallmark movies, or do you like...
I don't. I mean, I can watch Hallmark. I'm fine with it. It's fine.
You're neutral. You're Switzerland.
I'm Switzerland? What's that mean?
Neutral. Switzerland is neutral, right? Isn't it Switzerland? No, it's Sweden. Which country is like the neutral party?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You've never heard of that term?
No. Is it the Netherlands? I don't know.
No, it's not the Netherlands. I'm pretty
Neutral?
sure it's Switzerland. Yeah, like they don't get in any arguments. They don't choose sides. They're a country that just stays neutral.
Oh, are you talking in the wars and stuff?
Yeah.
That's because all the money's in the banks there. That's why they stay neutral. Because they control all the...
You've never heard of that term before?
No. They're the ones that are never involved in the war because they hold everybody's money and get rich off it. Yes.
Okay, so Stacy says...
Isn't your family from Switzerland?
I think the Detwellers were originally from Germany, but I think it's the border.
The Swiss, okay.
Yeah. So Stacy Kinsley says fake tan, wears goggles in tanning bed by the look of the white around his eyes. She's talking about Donald Trump.
I'd probably agree with that.
Orangish stuff. Daniel said, are you playing the game on grass or is it going to be on turf field for the Muncie game?
It is going to be home at Canton on Saturday at 1 o'clock, so it will be grass.
Grass.
And actually, it's not the last couple times we've played districts, it's been really muddy. It's not this year, so it'd be nice, yeah.
So Joe thinks that someone does do Melania's makeup. I'm saying once in a while, but I'm not saying every day, Joe.
You don't see her every day, though. But when she does events, somebody does it.
Nicole lied when it had nothing to do with the game. It was personal to Devon. See, that's kind of where my thought process
Well, it was
that.
part of the game because she didn't want to get caught in the lie because it would have affected her game.
Right. But I just felt like it went from gameplay to personal a little bit, and I just didn't care for that.
I don't think it was personal. I think it was she used it to her advantage. What personal would be like that she had a vendetta against the person, which she did not.
Right.
It's not like she was trying to, throw somebody in the bus. She felt she had to keep her game the way it was going.
Gotcha. Okay. Joe says they have someone that does all the First Lady's makeup, FYI.
I'm sure they do.
I still think she probably does not do her own. I just don't think.
I said she does not. You said she did do her own.
Yeah. Okay. Google, Melanie has a stylist, takes 75 minutes to apply. So according to Google, Melania does have a stylist.
Well, I'm not sure if I believe everything on Google, but they might just do that. I have all.
Well, if he ever jumps on if Donald J. Trump ever gets on our live, we could ask him if his wife has somebody to do her makeup.
How much farting happens during wrestling? I don't think it really happens that much, but it happened that day. I will Should I tell this story?
I have no
idea.
idea.
It's not about me.
I have no idea where you're going with this. So.
Okay. Little known fact, okay? I'm going to throw my brother under the bus. Okay. We're at sectionals in Wellsboro. And he was the worst kid at losing weight. He would wait to the last minute, and then he would starve himself. He'd be 15 pounds over the next day. Yeah, that's what he did, okay? But the bonehead hadn't eaten in a while. He weighed in. He ate a bunch of grapes. Well, they didn't set well with his stomach. He was wrestling at sectionals, and all of a sudden you saw this panic come over his face. He threw a kid down, pinned him, got his hand raised, and ran to the locker room. He had shit himself. Yes, so he shit himself, pinned the kid quickly, and left for the locker room. True fact.
There you go, Joe. You got more than you bargained for with that one.
So there you go.
And it is Switzerland. That's why I am the voice of reason. I am able to be Switzerland.
Oh. Well, maybe.
Shane is Switzerland. Hallmark Christmas movies, one plot for every movie, just change the setting.
Right, it is.
It's Switzerland. I actually said a kid bit me in wrestling, but I actually bit myself.
No. Zach actually
goodness.
had that happen against him once. A kid bit himself and then showed the ref, and then Zach got disqualified.
Oh, yeah. Did you get the kid disqualified, Daniel?
And I remember once my uncle.
These wrestling stories.
Once
word.
my uncle got bit, and my aunt or somebody had said something. And they're like, "Well, sometimes kids bite themselves," and she's like, "On the back of the neck." Yeah,
that would be hard to do. Okay. They said every day. Probably like when the newscast is on the job every day, they can get stuff done while in the chair. Yes. Was the story about Kurt or Jeremy?
It's definitely about Jeremy. Now, come on. Yeah.
Hence the nickname, says Jen Wooster.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that...
I don't know if you know my brother's nickname, but he's still known to this day as Stink.
Stinky.
Stink or stinky. Stink or stinky. Well, most people call him Stink. But it has to do not with his rear end, but it has to do with his feet. Because he did not wear socks when he was wrestling, and his shoes were the worst. Yes. So they called him Stink.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
Yes.
I remember when he was wrestling at States, he wouldn't wash or change his clothes.
I still hear the story from Kevin.
Hear the story
He was
from
at
Kevin.
States. Jeremy was in the state finals. Mr. Holland was all nervous. He was a nervous wreck. And he's like, "You are going to wash that shirt and you're going to do this." And he says, "Bill, just settle down. I'm going to get you your state championship. Just leave me alone." So, yeah. And then he did go out and win the state championship. So, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we went down quite a rabbit hole
Quite a
today
rabbit
with
hole.
the wrestling. We
Yeah.
honestly never pre-plan what we're gonna say.
No, we don't.
If you follow our page, though, we did do a Saturday morning 10-minute YouTube about the debate, just to kind of throw something different out there in a different format and stuff.
I was thinking about doing a weekly by myself, my weekly pet peeve. So
do you have a
pet
weekly
peeves.
pet peeve to throw out?
I have all the pet peeves. I have a ton of them. It's going to be my daily pet peeve.
And you realize Tanya never has a pet peeve.
Oh, I'm sure you always have pet peeves. Everybody has pet
ever
peeves.
have a pet peeve.
So me leaving more than one soda bottle on my...
Yeah, but that's a continual pet peeve. It's not like a daily. I can't come up with a new pet peeve every day. You're saying that you can come up with a new pet peeve every day.
I'm saying weekly. I'm sorry, weekly. I'm figuring that I could probably come up with 50-some pet peeves.
Jenna Boyce says she could name several things that drive you nuts.
I'm sure she could.
Like soda. He leaves his soda bottles wherever he finishes drinking them.
I do not. I leave them right by my chair on my...
Yeah, and there was like 10 empty bottles there the other day.
There was 10 the other day.
So instead of me griping about him like leaving socks on the floor, I gripe about him leaving empty bottles. Bottles on his desk is mine. Bottles on your desk is hers.
I've got a garbage bag there that I flip them right in there when I'm done now.
He came up with a plan.
I've had that for the janitors come up with a plan. That's been 2 or 3 years.
So the janitors didn't like all your empty bottles on your desk?
She takes them and recycles them. So I graciously put them in the bag for her, and when it's full, she takes them up to recycle them. And gets
But
money
she
for
had to
them.
come and tell you, here's a bag for you to put your bottles in?
No, she put a bag on my...
And left you like a little note that said, please put your bottles in this
No,
bag?
there was like a couple bottles on my desk, and she put them in the bag, so I knew that's where they went.
I didn't know you had this problem at work, too. I thought
It's
it was
not a
just
problem. I have a bag. I give her the bottles for recycling. She goes to New York and recycles. Man, oh day. She's making money off me.
Oh, that's good.
Because I go through a lot of soda
I
bottles.
know how many soda bottles you go through. Trust me.
I've got about, I don't know.
I was just
I got
noticing
about
out
7
here.
6-packs in my truck right now.
I was just noticing out here that I need to take all your bottles to the
Dump.
Well, we don't take them to the dump. I take
We
them
do
to the
take them to the dump. The recycling,
to the recycling part of the dump.
Yeah.
I usually drive over on a Saturday morning and take them over. I don't have like daily pet peeves though.
I'm saying that I could give a pet peeve a week to discuss.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Why
So
are you...
Jenna says, no, Tanya, it was a problem. He would have 5 to 6 at a time empty on his desk.
Why
Must be
wouldn't
on
I have
his
that
desk.
many. She's telling a fib.
I believe you, Jenna,
No,
because I
she's
know what it's
telling
like
a
around here.
fib.
So Daniel says, my weekly pet peeve is when people drive slow when a cop already have people pulled over on the shoulder thinking they're going to get in trouble for speeding if they were in fact speeding. So I actually kind of slow down and kind of go around because there's been a lot of accidents different times with when the cops are pulled over to the side. So I try to like slow down and get out of their way. That's what I do. What do you do? When you see a cop
I
has
just
somebody
get in
pulled
the outside
over.
lane and just keep going. I probably go the speed limit. I don't go below.
Jenna
the speed
says every day.
limit. Every day. Why are you are lying right now? You know how many are on my desk right now? 0. They're all in a bag.
That's because the janitor gave you a place to put them.
In a bag.
Yes, but she had to give you a place to put them. Faye Spencer says, I love this show. I'm seriously laughing. That's
I have
because
a bag.
it's
I
Craig.
have a bag. What?
It's a pet peeve every day. You think you could come up with 365 pet
No,
peeves?
a week. I meant a week. Did I say a day? I meant a week. I thought once a week I could give a pet peeve and I could get out of here and complain about it.
So now we're down to 52 pet peeves. Do you
Yes.
think you have 52
Oh,
pet peeves?
absolutely. I have 52 pet peeves. Absolutely. Sure I do.
I bet I have like less than 10 pet peeves.
That's because you're such an inspiring person.
I bet I have less than 10 things that bug me.
That's because I'm so awesome.
I wouldn't say that. So are all these 52 pet peeves about me?
No, they're not. No, they're not.
Okay. We'll see how many of them are about me. What is a pet peeve you have against me?
Against you?
Yeah.
I want to save them for the show.
Okay. This is going to get interesting very, very quickly.
Yes.
How many people in Congress? Lots of pet peeves there.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I will share one pet peeve. You know, this is
I knew
what
we
I
were
hate.
going to get one.
No,
I
this
knew.
is one. This is one. Why do people listen to people that are like in Hollywood or professional sports about anything?
Because they have a platform.
But they're not more intelligent than we are, for God's sake. LeBron James goes from high school to professional sports, and we think he is a god of intelligence. He's not. I'm sorry, he's not. But yet we look at these, LeBron said this, or, whoever.
I thought it was hilarious. This is not a pet peeve. I just thought this was very funny. We talked about this on our debate show, that people actually thought that real coyotes were taking children.
The one lady was like the whip in Georgia.
Real coyotes.
And the whip in the government in Georgia. She was the whip. Okay, the whip is the person that tries to get
This was somebody
things
from
passed.
Congress.
In the state of Georgia.
Yes.
Not from in Georgia. Yes. She honestly thought that Trump was talking about dogs carrying children across the border. I mean, this is the people we're dealing with. And they're making decisions for the state of Georgia. Are you kidding me?
That made me laugh.
Oh my gosh.
I even knew what that was. Okay, we got lots of stuff coming in here. It says, Greg Bellows, my pet peeve is listening to people complain about pet peeves.
Complain about people's pet peeves?
Yes.
Yes. I have Greg's got pet peeves.
Greg does not have very many pet peeves.
Oh, he's got a lot of pet peeves. I'm telling you right now.
Toilet paper on the holder the wrong way is her pet peeve.
That was going to be one of mine. You just stole it. I hate it. People don't understand. The roll goes over the top. It doesn't go underneath. Over to the top. My gosh.
We agree on that. I like it over the top.
Why do you put it on the bottom? Why? Why do you do it? Seriously, it drives me nuts. I gotta stop in the middle of going to the bathroom and flip the toilet paper over because it bothers me that much.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness. It bothers me that much.
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
While we're in the bathroom, I also hate coming home from work, having to go to the bathroom and realize that Carter left a load in there all day long. I don't like that either. It's a pet peeve. I don't like it. Oh, flush the toilet, for goodness sakes. Jeepers.
Oh, man.
You know how you get rid of that problem? Just buy a bidet. Just buy a bidet. Buy a bidet, I'm telling you. Buy a bidet.
Oh.
You would not believe how many times I have changed that toilet paper. I'm being serious.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. Joe said that you're his spirit animal.
Okay.
This is back a while ago, so I don't know. Mr. Wetzel said Ronald Reagan question mark.
What about Ronald Reagan?
I don't know.
Ronald Reagan
DGT.
I bet I know what he's talking about. Ronald Reagan was a actor who became president. So when I was saying, why are people listening to... That's probably why.
Gotcha.
I don't trust politicians regardless, to be honest with you. I don't.
I liked Ronald. Ronald Reagan got elected when I was in 2nd grade, and I remember our teacher died.
But I would tell Ronald, just like
grade,
every other president, and I'd be honest, I liked Ronald, but a lot of the stuff they're good speakers. They make things sound good. They give inspirational speeches, but they're not the people that are making they're not making the laws and stuff. They're not. They got people above them. They got a lot of money that are running the show, and they're just figureheads. I'm telling you, that's how it is. They're all actors.
Ethan leaves partial drink water bottles sitting everywhere, and it drives me crazy.
How do you I hate partially drink. You got to drink it all.
Craig never leaves partially drank soda bottles anywhere.
Even if it's somebody else's, I end up
or if he
drinking
does,
half the
he
time.
forgot where he left it.
I can't handle kids' leftovers on their plates either. I hate wasting food, as you
would
can
eat.
tell.
Okay, masks thrown on the ground would be a new one for me.
Oh, that drives me
me
nuts.
crazy too. It's just gross. Jen is saying, "Oh my word, I'm dying hysterical." Not replacing the toilet paper is Jamie's. This is by far the funniest show to date. Betty says, "I will always fix the toilet paper roll to correct it." Way to go, Craig.
Every time.
Faye Spencer said I was going to say the same thing. It's killing me. Says Tiffany. Obviously, it's killing me too because I could hardly even.
Toilet paper.
That
should be
just to
something that's
clarify
taught
something.
in school.
Just to clarify something, I usually do put it over the top. The only time it would be under is if I'm in a hurry because I'm trying to change it quickly and I'm just throwing it on there. But if I have the time, I always go over the top as well. If I am changing it...
How much time do you need to decide which way it goes?
Sometimes I'm just trying to get it done quickly.
This isn't like a 5-minute thing. It's like 30
I didn't
seconds.
know it bothered you
Look,
so much.
Turn, put it on. It takes like 5 seconds. 5.
Oh my word, Craig.
It takes about 5 seconds.
Oh. So Jenna sent us a picture.
Of what?
Toilet paper roll. Figure 1 and figure 2. So we're watching Married at First Sight.
Oh, yes. And they were discussing
this. The one husband uses 1 square of toilet paper.
Oh, he did not say that.
He did say that.
He did?
He did.
I thought they were discussing whether they folded it or crumpled it.
No, before that. That was a different... One square. The hippie guy,
Oh, my... I believe it with him. 1 square. How the heck do you...
I don't know how he did
with
it.
one?
I have no idea. You
That's
should
just
test
not
it
right.
sometime.
That's just not right. 1 roll. If I see 1 roll, one sheet
square.
left on the roll, I panic.
And you're looking to see if I have an extra roll in the bathroom or not.
Yeah, I am.
Oh my goodness, you guys. All right. She sent us both a picture you need to see about this toilet paper discussion. Yes. When my wife drives the car and doesn't fill the gas is another pet peeve of mine.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen very much in our house because we drive our own vehicles and we have to fill up our own vehicles.
A lot of times Tanya stops and Troy and has them fill it for her.
I do. I like that.
Yeah.
So, it's the pattern picture. Oh, it's a pattern of the toilet paper, and it has the toilet paper going over the top. So that is the correct way to have your toilet paper going over the top. So Betty says, does it bug you to find just 1 cracker in the box on the shelf? That never happens around here.
It never makes it to 1 cracker. No, they go in multiples of 10 or so. Yeah, they don't. 1 cracker doesn't last around here.
Yep, that never happens around here.
No.
Stacy Kinsley says, finding socks wrong side out in the hamper. I refuse to put my hand in their stinky socks to fix them. I just tonight put my hand in stinky football pants to turn them right side out because they were inside out. They were gross. They were really, really, really gross. It's shown the correct way. So Victoria says, when I get in the driver's seat of my car and the seat is completely moved and all the mirrors are moved. That drives Craig crazy.
It does
too.
drive me crazy. Yeah.
When I drive his truck and I put the seat forward.
Well, the problem is I don't notice right away, especially, and I go to get in, and all of a sudden the steering wheel's pushing my stomach in. So then I got to try to find that little button down by the side as I'm being scrunched by the steering wheel. So yeah, that's a rough one for me.
Yes. Amanda, I see that Betty responded to a comment that you made, but I don't see your comment yet. Maybe it's coming up here. I don't know. All right.
You realize that we're probably about an hour
people
tonight.
who flush the toilet a second time after they know it's already plugged and then it overflows.
Can we discuss this? We're going to discuss this. Seriously, we're going to discuss this. Carter did this as a young child. I walk into the kitchen, and there is water coming through my ceiling in the kitchen. So I go upstairs, and I'm like, Carter, what are you doing? You got these, not flushing, and he pushes it. So I get the plunger. I plunge it, and it automatically flushes when I plunge it. I did it like twice, and here I'm doing the same thing he was doing. I'm trying to, and it just, we had water through our, it was awful.
It was bad.
You know what it ended up being stuck in the toilet? I found it. You know the plastic thing that the earrings come on, that little square piece of plastic? That's what was stuck in my toilet. That's what it was.
Yes, it was. It really was.
Yes.
So anyway, trying to find
that's a lot of talk about toilets.
I know. That's a lot of talk.
Amanda's, what are you talking about?
Betty responded to a comment Amanda made, but I never saw the comment that Amanda made, so I don't know what Amanda said. So, but we are at almost a full hour.
We're an hour. We went too long tonight. I apologize.
Sorry, but we gave a lot of people something that they needed tonight.
Yes, just make sure that your toilet paper is the right way on the toilet sheet.
And apparently, I never knew that he was getting upset when I very quickly threw it on there, and
it drives me nuts.
Right.
It does.
Yes, I know what Amanda responded. Oh, Amanda responded to Betty. Oh, gotcha. I gotcha now. That's why I couldn't find Amanda's comment. All right. Thank you. All right. So Victoria says, we had guests, the husband flushed and plugged the toilet like 4 times. We had nasty water through our ceiling into the kitchen. Yuck. That would be tough.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah. No,
there's nothing worse than a bathroom upstairs overflowing and coming through your ceiling downstairs.
And I have unclogged more toilets than I'd care to even count.
Probably not more. I'm not going to say it.
Than you did have?
No, I wasn't going to say that. I'm not going to mention it.
Okay. I'm going to leave it at that, guys.
I was going to say not more than your sister.
You are probably correct there. Yes.
I won't tell you. I won't say which. I won't say
clean
which.
It up. The guests used their nice clean white towels to clean it up. Ooh. I'm so sorry, you guys. That would be really bad.
Well, we're way too long.
We are getting way too long.
I apologize.
Thank you all for joining in. If
Tanya
you're just
got
jumping
out of control.
on,
I apologize.
I got out of control.
I won't let her do that again.
You guys are gonna love his pet peeve rants. And we'll do those just on YouTube. He will try to keep them short.
I'll keep them to, I don't know,
3 to 8 minutes.
Okay.
Anyway, oh my word, I've got to pray.
Yes.
And,
It's the day of the Lord. It's your day.
Sorry, guys. Here we go. Dear Lord, we just thank you tonight for laughter, Lord. We thank you that we can laugh at ourselves. We thank you that we can laugh with friends. We thank you for bringing joy into people's lives right now. And I just thank you that each person that's watching this will have a good week this week, that your presence would be in their lives each and every day. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
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 Have a good night. Sorry we kept you up past your bedtime.
Yes. Sorry. We'll be back.
I think I'll be back Wednesday. I have a football game in Wellsboro with junior high. They changed it to Wednesday night.
9 o'clock. Okay, so
The game starts at 4, so I'm thinking I might be back by 9.
Okay. If you're not back at 9, should we just say that we'll go on Thursday night? Or do you want to go late Wednesday
No,
night
I don't
after
wanna
your
go
game?
late Wednesday. I think
Okay.
we'll be here by the game, I think.
Okay, we will try to be here Wednesday night. If
Yep.
not, then we'll do it Thursday night. Sound good?
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. All right, guys. That's it. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great night. Bye.